Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a summary of Chapter 6 Season 1, so let's just get right into it. I'm really happy that they brought hit scan weapons back because it's just an overall improvement from Chapter 5's bullet drop weapons. The bullet drop weapons felt bad. They couldn't add anything else because they had to make every other gun bullet drop if they wanted to add back old items. And that overall just doesn't work with a game like Fortnite. With such an expansive weapon library that they just love to unvolt stuff randomly, it just really limited them for an entire year. And that's why I'm honestly just excited that they added hit scan back, because now the game can just go back to adding content at a regular pace while they work on new content. It's overall better for the game's longevity in every single way. The swords were another good thing added this season. They really fit the season's theme, and running around with them, with all the new movement stuff that they added, it felt really good. It felt really fluid. And the way they balanced it with the little health bar was really nice. It made it so that they didn't have to nerf it as much in the middle of the season, just like all the stuff from Chapter 5, how they nerfed every single cool thing that they added, not even like a week later. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the sprites. They were a really good addition to the gameplay loop this season. I felt like they really made it feel whole and sold the theme in every way. The water one. You threw it down, it acted like a shield keg. But instead of a shield keg, it would just give you 25 health at first, and then if you stay around it, it gave you another 25. The air one was really cool because it would work like a jump pad or a geyser. You just throw it down and it lets you just go up into the air. And I really liked that you could bring them to shrines to like get more loot, and it would give you a specific item that you could only get through that, which was the boons. And you could also bring him to, what was it, Night Shift Forest or whatever, and you could bring it to Bushranger and he would open a chest for you. And that is a really good gameplay element that they just added this season. The Chapter 6 map is probably the best map we've gotten in the past 2 years. The Chapter 4 map never really did it for me, and the Chapter 5 map was just kind of really bad. I like how many locations they added this time. It overall flows way better, even though it's way bigger of a map. There's way less open space between each location, and it just feels so good to play on. When the Battle Pass first came out this season, I didn't really think much of any of the skins. I just thought, yeah, they're all okay. It's a pretty good Battle Pass, not too good. Kendo's really cool, but when the season kept going on, I started realizing how good each and every single skin was in the Battle Pass. I think I was just going through severe burnout, but each skin in the Battle Pass genuinely is good, and I don't know what I was on in the beginning of the season not liking it. This is one of the best Battle Passes we've gone since Chapter 5 Season 3. The mid-season updates were really good. The return of the Winterfest cabin was amazing. Last year's Winterfest felt like nothing because it wasn't there. It made it feel worse, and I think the return of it is a very welcome inclusion. Or when I hopped on the day before the Godzilla update, I saw that they added the Ranger back and the Railgun, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. These are really good unvolts, and it overall made the gameplay way better, and I had a lot more fun this season after they were unvolted. Speaking of, the Godzilla update. The Godzilla update was really good. You could turn into Godzilla for a limited amount of time, use your atomic breath on enemies, you could stomp on them, you could roar to reveal more enemies, but whoever did the most amount of damage to you when you're Godzilla, when you die as him, they get a quad burst launcher and a medallion that works like the Cerberus medallion from Chapter 5 Season 2. Overall, it was a really good update. I'm just really upset that they removed it only 2 weeks after they released it. It was kind of stupid that they did that.
Fuck, you digging in me, you digging in me.
Another thing I liked about this season was the story. It starts with a fragmented piece of the 0 point coming down, reawakening magic and demons in the island. Hope and Jones try and follow it, but they lose it in the process and run into these siblings that are really strong. One of the siblings, Jade, gets kidnapped, and the rest of the story relies on that. And then Jade's siblings, Kendo and Daigo, try and save her with the help of Hope and Jones. That's really the rest of the story. It had like a 2 week long, probably like I think 4 to 5 week break after that during Winterfest, and then even after it started again, and then had another 2 week break. And after that 2 week break, we find the Night Rose and pieces of the meteor. We craft it into a blade to help Daigo in the live event, which brings me to my next topic. The live event was really good. It started with Kendo forging his mask to rescue his sister Jade, but as he starts doing it, she gets dragged back through the portal and revealing the main villain of the season, Shogun X. They then start fighting above the map. They trade blows. They each hit each other really good. Daigo goes down once, and Shogun X starts sucking the soul out of everyone by going to the portal on the map. Starts dragging them in, dragging their soul in. Like, they literally devoids all color from your screen for a few seconds. Shogun X stops after he realizes Daigo's up. Daigo rushes at him and they keep fighting for a little bit. Shogun X then hits what I think is the first impact frame in Fortnite, and it makes the season's logo out of it. It's a really cool sequence. Then after that, I'm pretty sure Daigo staggers, and then Shogun X starts taking his soul out, and everyone's soul on the island. Then Daigo just cuts him with the blade, and Shogun X is now dead. With Shogun X now dead, the portal is now spewing gold everywhere, which is going to lead to a gold rush, which is going to lead to next season's Theme of Crime. When this video gets uploaded, the next season will only be a day away. I will be streaming that here on YouTube the day it happens. Thank you all for watching this far. I really do appreciate it all. Have a good one.